So I had to leave the shore to find what I was searching for. I had to let the old life go to find the dream I couldn't show. And if I lose my way tonight, I'll keep walking toward the light, because a dream is worth the fear.
Good evening. Good evening, judges. Good evening, everyone watching around the world. My name is Mateo Villanueva. I come from the Philippines. And for most of my life, I've been a boat captain. Every morning, before the sun rises, I would go out onto the water. The sea was my workplace. It was how I supported my family. And for many years, I thought that was where my story would end. But there was always another dream, a dream I kept hidden inside my heart. I wanted to sing, not in front of thousands of people, not on a huge television stage. Just, I wanted someone to hear my voice. When I was younger, I would sing while working on my boat. Sometimes the sea was the only audience I had. I would sing while watching the sunrise. I would sing when the water was calm. And sometimes I would sing when the storms came, because music was the one thing that made every difficult day feel a little lighter. But I never believed that singing could become my life. I had responsibilities. I had a family to take care of. And I had a boat that provided everything we needed. So I kept my dream hidden. Year after year, I told myself, maybe someday. But someday never seemed to come. Until one day, I realized something. If I kept waiting, I might spend the rest of my life wondering what could have happened. And that's when I made the hardest decision of my life. I sold my boat, the boat that had carried me through years of work, the boat that had helped support my family, the boat that represented everything I had built. I sold it, so I could chase one dream, to stand on a stage and sing. People around me didn't understand. Some thought I was crazy. Some asked me, why would you give up something secure for a dream? And honestly, I didn't have an easy answer. All I could say was, because I don't want to reach the end of my life wondering if I should have tried. So here I am, standing on this stage with nothing to hide behind. No boat, no sea, no excuses, just my voice and my dream. Judges, I know I don't look like someone you would expect to see standing here. I'm a boat captain. I'm not a professional performer. I'm just a Filipino man who spent most of his life working on the water. But tonight, I want to show you something. The dream I've carried for years. The dream that made me give up everything familiar, just for one chance. And before I sing, I want to ask everyone watching something. Have you ever had a dream that you were too afraid to chase? Something you told yourself you would do? Someday? Maybe you are still waiting for that someday. If you are, I hope my story reminds you that sometimes you have to take the first step before you know where the road will lead, because dreams are frightening, but regret can be even more frightening. So tonight, I'm not here to prove that I'm the greatest singer in the world. I'm here because I finally decided to stop being afraid. And if my voice can touch even one person, then selling my boat was worth it. Because sometimes you have to leave the shore before you can discover how far you can go. And tonight, I'm leaving my old life behind and stepping into something I've dreamed about for years. To everyone who supported me, to my family, thank you for believing in me. And to every Filipino watching, I hope you remember, our dreams don't have to be perfect. They just have to be ours. And if Mateo's story has touched your heart, give this video a like and tell me in the comments, what dream would you risk everything to chase? Because I'd love to hear your story. And now, judges, after everything I've sacrificed, After all the years I've spent waiting, I finally have the chance to sing. So this is for my family. This is for the sea that raised me. This is for the dream I almost gave up. And this is for everyone who is still waiting for their someday. Thank you. Now, please listen. I watched the morning rise over the water and wondered what was waiting for me beyond the shore. For all these years I knew the sea like an old and faithful friend. Every morning carried me, every night brought me back again. I worked beneath the open sky with the wind against my face. But somewhere deep inside my heart I dreamed of another place. I kept saying, maybe someday, maybe when the time is right. But someday never seemed to arrive. So I had to leave the shore to find what I was searching for. I had to let the old life go to find the dream I couldn't show. And if I lose my way tonight, I'll keep walking toward the light, because a dream is worth the fear when it's the one you hold so dear. That boat carried all my hopes through the calm and through the rain. It gave my family everything. It carried every dream I made. But there comes a time in life when you have to choose your road. And I knew if I stayed behind, I'd always carry one regret. So I whispered, I'm not ready, but I'm ready enough to try. And I left with nothing but a dream inside. So I had to leave the shore to find what I was searching for. I had to let the old life go to find the dream I couldn't show. And if I lose my way tonight, I'll keep walking toward the light, because a dream is worth the fear when it's the one you hold so dear. If you've ever had a dream you've been too afraid to chase, if you've ever stood at the edge and wondered if you should stay, take one step, just one step. You don't have to see the end. Sometimes you just have to begin. I had to leave the shore to find the man I could become. I had to lose what I knew to see what I'd been running from. And if tomorrow brings a storm, I'll face it as it comes, because I've waited long enough. And now my journey has begun. The sea will always be my home, but tonight I follow my heart beyond the shore.
Mm.